Merry Christmas! December 25th, 2023. The last weekend of 23. What a hell of a year it was. We were on the Mateo server, and it's some railroader yesterday, but we're back in the Run8 today. Simulator Christmas, not Simulator Sundays. It feels like Sunday though, doesn't it? So I'm on the UP train here because we're at City of Industry over in the Los Angeles area. Off the UP side. Merry Christmas to you as well. Yeah, thanks for joining me. We're going to do a short Autorack run here from City of Industry. It was about about 2 years ago now. I was kind of working this yard when I first came on this server, just before I was a yard master. And we had determined that we were going to use this as an Autorack area. It kind of comes out of the port of Long Beach, and then they do Autoracks. But we're going to do an interchange service today between UP and BNSF. So we're going to go to the GM, GM Auto. It's actually in West Colton Auto, but on the server we have it as SBA. I'm just checking everything here to make sure we're all good to go. Certainly looks like we are. We get things all set up here. Where's the lights on this guy? One of these gauge lights. Try that one. All right, so let's get the lights on. We're going to have to jump out in. You only need the Cajon sub to connect to San Bernardino if you're driving between the two, right? So if you're driving from Barstow or Bakersfield down to San Bernardino, you would need the Cajon sub to connect the two of them together, yes. All right, so I did not look, forgot to look and see, make sure no trains are coming. So we're in the Alhambra sub right now, which is part of the San Bernardino sub. And we are going to be coming out pretty much right here. Oh, no, wait, where are we at? Not there. Looking for it. I think it's... No, I haven't done UP in so long, I forgot. So this is the Alhambra sub here. It's where we're trying to go. And so it's UP, so it's channel 42 and then UTMF 50. We go this way. Oh, you know what? We just have to the F3. Oh no, I zoomed in. No, I didn't. All right, let me find. There's the Alhambra sub. So that's where we're at right there. So we're going to need to come up through here, but we're going to be coming on to hit tab. So we're going to be coming up through here right now. So that's where we had the problem. Yeah, the San Bernardino sub, you need an ID for it. I don't know what you mean by that. Like when you go to install it? Well, you do. You have to pay for it if you haven't. And if you have, then contact support for Run8. Let them know that you paid for it and you need a key for it if you don't. It was when you downloaded it, you got it. Look in your emails as well. Okay, so let's go ahead and let's tone out Otto. Let's see if he'll route us. So this is going to be interesting because I'm going from the UP side over to BNS, and we're going to see what he says here. Oh, wow. He's already with an attitude. Signal indication for UP 8784. All right. Let me go ahead and give it a little bit of power here before I remove the handbrakes. Why am I... Oh. So I'm going to West Colton, or past West Colton. I'm going to cancel my route and go from there. So we'll wait till we get to the signal up here and then we'll ask again. Because he wants me to go the other way, but I don't want to go the other way. I want to go through the UP side, through Fontana and all that. Ontario. So he does not like this way, but oh well. We'll continue coming through. We're going to go through Ontario and then to Gusty, so there shouldn't be no problem. And we'll see what he decides to do up here. We have to get going first, and we'll do that, but let's see. I don't want to relinquish train. I want to call him again. Lights are bright. See what he'll do for us. So CI to West Colton. Shouldn't be a big deal. Okay, we got a green ahead. However, we have a lot of train behind us. About 7,000, 3,500 feet or whatever, but I started the countdown a little bit later, so about 7,000 feet behind us. And then once we hit this single track up here, going to deal with whatever comes up. So we got, since we're on UP tracks, we have UP engines in the lead. Got some BNSF engines that need to be returned. And if we're looking at our stats here, 2.6 is our HPT with 80 or 6812 on the tonnage. 77 loads because they're all full of cars. And overall length 7516, under the 8,000 limit for UP. Go back in the cab if we can, figure out how to do that. There we go. Just purring at 9.5 miles per hour right now. Coming up on the first of our... Oh, there's a... Looks like there's something open back there. Alhambra. Oh, is that us? No, because we just came out here, and I'm not sure what's going on, because that should still be open, but I don't know what's going on over there. I'll have to take a look at afterwards. As soon as the rest of the train is on the main, then we can hit the gas. About 5,000 feet behind us or so. And a nice purr. See what we got, about 76 degrees here in SoCal. We can open the window. So Whisper, if you're having problems, you don't know what to do. I don't know how to help you. Contact Run8 support on their website. They also have a website, and then or you can email them as well. That information also available on run8studios.com. You have to look for it. .4. So it's seems to be going smooth so far. So again, we're at the City of Industry yard, and we're going to go towards West Colton, which is on the Cajon sub. Then we're going to have to, at Gusty, continue down the line. Let me go take a look at this. See what's... Got a switch open over here, some sort. Sure where it is. Or mainline authority, which shouldn't be being used anyways. Nobody knows how to use it. Not seeing any switches. Run her back and let's go take a look here. No, it's not even CTC. Go this way because we have to close ours anyways. That's CTC. That wouldn't be pink. The only thing I think of is somebody was using mainline authority and did not relinquish it, but it wasn't there earlier, so sure what that is. Could be where I threw a switch to spawn that train, but sure that didn't have anything to do with that. Let's see. Right here is, I'm coming on the main line here, so that's mine. We'll run back here a little bit just to make sure we don't have anything else open towards the main. Those two on the extreme right are the main. Not seeing anything like that one, but it's not over here, so. I don't know. ETC. This one. That's closed. Sure it's not open over here. Closed as well. Could be mainline authority. So the only way to do is for the original person to come back, or too close to my or too far away from my train to get in there. Or a reboot of the server will correct it too. So please do not use mainline authority if you're on this server. You don't know how to use it, don't use it. There's no reason to use it. Use signals instead. Because this is the problem that happens. Literally don't see any switch open here. That one's closed, closed, closed. ETC. We'll go here. And 6.5. Let's go ahead and give it another notch here. A little bit of juice. Now that one's the way it's. That one's positioned locked and lined and locked for mainline operations. This is the only one we got to worry about. And let's look at our, so we got green lights all the way up through Pomona. Oh. So this is Mike Bear. So he's over here working. We didn't go far enough away, but he's over there working. That's why that one was open. I must not have gone down far enough. So what, about 500 feet or so, I think. I started the timer a little late. How many more? We got quite a few. So maybe this countdown timer is only 500 off, which means we got about another 1,000 feet. Well, as I said, we're going to drive this towards West Colton and then make our way over to San Bernardino Yard through the interchange. And drop these off at the San Bernardino Auto Yard or the West Colton Auto Yard, depending on what server you play on. It's right on the border of the two places, so. My timer says I got 800 feet more to go. The last car is here, so about 500 feet is what I said. Look at that. And 531 feet remaining. All right, let's check our clearance. Clear all the way through Pomona, and we have shut that open switch. I hit my finger on the throttle. Let's go ahead and give her some, bump it up a little bit. Track speed's 40. We look on here. So we are in this piece of track here, just passing this industry lead right here. So we're going to follow it down till we go here to the Gusty. So looking here, I don't see any speed restrictions, just one detector, a couple of crossings, and that's it. So we'll keep it on this page here. Intermediate 5052. Mile marker at 5052. Five 505.2, so one's even not even listed. So the next control point switch, like it's at 505.2 is on there. Next CP is going to be walnut, the walnut siding. 506.5. What's going on, Fanny? Merry Christmas. We're taking an Autorack here. Over past, well, from City of Industry over to West Colton and then over to the San Bernardino Auto Yard. See if we can get a little bit more gas out of this thing. Pretty flat here, so we're not too heavy. I mean, we have 2.6 HPT. The minimum requirement is 2.0 for the Cajon, but we're not even going on any hills. Just a little upgrade here, a little grade up, if you will. Almost a full percent. Give it a little more gas if I can get the rail driver to cooperate. Sounds like a lot, but I'm only notch 6. Of course, my mouse is playing games. Okay, so we're getting in the yellow there on the stress of the couplers. Tugging on it, and a lot of play in these things, so Autoracks have a lot of play in them. Thanks, Siri. We don't need your assistance. All right, let's take a look here. So this guy's, he's speeding or whatever, but 7.1. I don't know what engines he's doing. Is that local? Yeah, LOS 29. We're going up through Pomona, so we're still clear through there, and then I don't know what else is after that. Then we'll go on to the Cajon sub from there. Then let's see. Go up to 60 on the track here. Cruising along. This little Sunday cruise. But it's Monday. Feels like Sunday. I'm back to work tomorrow, everybody. I got 3 more days of work of the year, though. There's your alerter. All right, got a first crossing coming up. Doesn't say on the map what this is. Doing 25 so I don't have to immediately whistle when I see the board. Ah, the bell didn't even go off when I hit the whistle the first time. All right, do we got another crossing coming up there? Nope. We do not. All right, now I got rid of all my info. I don't want it all gone, though. I want this up. So now it looks like we're leveling out a little bit. We're down to 0.15 on our grade. Got a ways to go, though. We're going to go basically way closer to those mountains in the background right there. You can see through the windshield wipers. Got to go around these little hills here and towards those mountains. Mountains are going to be a lot bigger. Probably 45 miles or so, 40 miles. Take a peek from outside and see where we're at. And probably another crossing coming up. This box truck wants to race right here. So we're 30 out of 50 on our speed. 0.4 is the next signal. Yeah, we are going up. Up 1.05. Does seem a little heavy, but because of the grade. That we're 30 on the dot. 30.0. Back to some single track, it looks like. Still clear through Pomona. We don't have permission past that yet. Wonder if there's I didn't check Gusty. Maybe there's some stuff over at Gusty. Gusty looks clear. We're actually going to want to go. There's a cutoff that we want to go through right here. So we're going to want to go up that way. Could probably cut over here. Then go right up through there. I don't think Auto's going to give that to me, though. So I'm going to go ahead and ask him if I can have that I just marked, and we'll see what he says. So I already have a route or signal, right? So, but I'm asking him basically to update it. He doesn't want to do it right now. I do have, let's see, that's not me. That's not going to interfere with me. I'm coming through here. So I have this area marked somewhat. I'll wait till we come up on the next control point. I can't see. I just see the grade. I can't see what that could be. The 510. That's a crossing. It's 508. Okay, I see now that it's got markers on it. Track 114 is somebody's lined up for that. So there's no other. And let me look at this. Go back to Alhambra. We do have a yellow coming up, so let me get back in the. Got an approach coming up. How to recharge the brake system. All right, we got some signals coming up there too. I see clear though. So that would be the one. All right, so let me see if he'll grab me where I want to go now. I guess that's not the control point. Should be after that though. Let's see. No. Okay, so that's, I passed 508.6. Now I'm going, this is probably the 510.2 followed by the 511.4, so that's a mile out. And then all the way over to 512, so another like 2.5 miles till the next control point. Auto's just not wanting to work with me here. We look at this screen here. These signals on here are absolute signals. So, but on the map from the depotserver.com, you'll see the intermediate signals. So that's why I was getting a little confused. I'm seeing signals. I'm like, wait a minute, because I'm used to seeing them on this screen alone. A little back further view here. Mountains are getting bigger. Still can't believe. And then the heart's in the way. Can't believe the something SD70 can roll the tracks. Well, yeah, it's got that much torque, that much power. I mean, the 4400's the, what do you call them? These guys that I have right here. Well, no, those are SD. So I have, okay, what do I got here? Get back in the cab somehow. Oh, I got too far away. Well, these are no, these are SD70s, aren't they? SD70 Ace. And then those should be the BNSF one should be the same, I think. Are they 4400? ES 4400s. Looking for it. It says on that plate right there, but I can't quite get it. All right, so looking, did we pass? No, we haven't passed SNC yet. Smurfit newsprint. Be up on the left, coming up here in a little bit. I am from California. I'm over by West Colton and San Bernardino yards. Born and raised. I've been to every state in our country, though. Every single state. '57 freeway coming up. Been on this one a million times. Doesn't look like much traffic today, probably because it's Christmas Day, but if I look at the news, I bet you says it's different. You go the way you see the cars going there, I'll take you over to the Angel Stadium. All right, here's another intermediate. This is the 511.4 intermediate. So the next one is our control point. So I should be able to ask now. See what he tells me now, what excuse he comes up with. You heard me the first time. I asked like 9 times already. Well, I'll let you know where I'm going. We'll have to keep an eye on it though, because, you know, it's auto. Probably lapping up the eggnog today. At least I got an acknowledge though. There's a Smurfit newsprint company coming up. All right, looks like he's routing me up through Ontario now, which is nice. These cars are decently light, and we're really doing our magic to get this thing moving at least at 22. We go up to another notch. Make these UP engines scream. And get back to them, they're going to need to have oil changes. Meanwhile, the orange ones behind me are probably purring. West Pomona. Signals, or that switch is good. The green light ahead of us. It continues straight. We're not going to veer off on the siding here. All right, this is doesn't list the name of the. Oh, this is West Pomona. Control point West Pomona. 512.4. Be leaving the sub here. Look at the map together. But we're right here right now, and we're going to go this way. So that's at 512.4. Then, so we got 10 miles till we enter the CP Gusty at Cajon. Hauling butt at 26. Notch 7. The grade's really not that, well, most of the train's on the grade, I think. 0.4% right now. Was going to watch the Philly and New York game that's on the football, but decided to do this instead. You don't even know what the Monday night, or yeah, the Monday night game is, if there is one. That might be it. Just on earlier. Football weekend. Good thing we got lots of fuel. I didn't even check the fuel before we left. One thing you should do. Our next control point's coming out the other side of this double track portion here. This will be East Pomona. We're going to pass an Amtrak station though first. Actually, I see a set of signals just before the Amtrak station, so I don't see a crossover there. I'm not sure if those are intermediates or not on the map. I'm on page 2 of the Alhambra sub on the depotserver.com map. Looks like there's Amtrak Pomona, but whatever isn't supposed to be a Metrolink station. They don't have Metrolink in the sim yet, so just Amtrak to simulate it. Yeah, because it says Amtrak Pomona, Amtrak Ontario. I know there's some Amtrak stations out here, but I don't know if there's one that close to each other, but I could be probably wrong. I've never ridden a Metrolink either. I should. It's not expensive. They're intermediates here. 513.6. And that is the one that I see on the map. So those are intermediate signals. And there's one going back the other way. Everybody's enjoying their Christmas turkey dinner, and then here comes a Autorack train come blazing by them. The next some sort of major marker would be back in a 1 track, and then the detector. We only have one single track for a little bit. Go look the other way. It's not bad. How you doing, bud? Merry Christmas to you as well. Just hanging out here, driving some choo-choos. Delivering some brand new cars. I don't know if you guys can see this or not. I'm looking at the 8333 right now, and it's the rocking of the cars are very subtle, but you can see it kind of moving up and down. Something I've never really noticed before. I've seen them go side to side, but not up and down. This is streaming at 1440, so you should be able to see it the same resolution that I do. Yeah, I'm just sitting there looking at the 9172, and you see the yellow just kind of moving. You stare at the orange. Pretty cool. A different view. And as we approach West Colton, we'll have to keep an eye on our dispatch screen, because who knows where Auto is going to move us. I can see the orange moving here on this side. You look down at the trucks. Fun to stay at the YMCA clap. Is that where you get the clap in the old days? What's up, Hank? How you doing, buddy? Merry Christmas. Yeah, like it's on springs, right? Air cushion ride. Or, you know, like it has some hell, those air shocks. Not air shocks, air pads, whatever the heck they're called. I don't typically just sit out here and watch it from this view, so yeah, you know, you can see it moving quite a bit. Comfort ride. All right, so we got 516.6 is the detector. We're 35, and let's make sure that we don't get speed pinged here. We're doing 60, or we're in a 60 mile an hour zone doing 35. We should be all right. For those that missed it, I did a railroader stream yesterday. It's okay. I played it for a couple hours today, and I was like, you know.
UP detector milepost 516.6.
Wait a minute. So yeah, as we moving stuff around in there, I can see the benefit of having multiplayer for sure in that, just like you do in here. If you try to do this single player, it's a lot of work for one person. And it's good for what it is for sure, but it's not a full-blown simulator like I think this is. But it's not. It's also not a simulator. You know what I mean? So pretty good. I just hit day 8 before I started this stream up, so I have the bridge opened up. I think should be, or no, I delivered the last load there. Got the bridge open. I can buy track all the way to the east now for 10 grand, and I'm a couple grand short, about 400 passenger services shy of being able to afford to do that. Just I have it 1-to-1 on the time scale, but I skip time for the passengers and go, well, I could do other things during that 1 hour that I'm changing time, and then the day comes too quick. Day's over before you know it, kind of like at work. Yep, we're just doing train stuff. Scooching along 35 miles an hour through LA. The outer skirts of LA County here. Hello, Marv. Merry Christmas. Oh, that map is huge. That map is huge. Lazy Farmer's also doing a series. Lazy Farmer's also doing a series on the railroader. That's kind of why I've been delaying the, to do a railroader. I just did it as a stream yesterday because I didn't think a lot of people would be on because of the holiday. Yeah, faster than freeway speed. Yeah, for sure. Especially probably right now. But I'm going to let the guys that are already got a head start. I mean, obviously, Kerbo had a pre-release, so he's way out there in front. And Lazy Farm's doing a good job with his series on it as well. There's not much I can add to it. So if you want to see in-depth operations
Total axles, 332. Train speed, 33. MPH, ambient temperature, 68 degrees. UP detector out.
All right, no problems. But yeah, if you want to see people playing it, you know, I recommend Curvo for sure and the Lazy Farmer for sure. I think Mateo might be doing a series on it. He has a multiplayer server. I have not played on it yet. I don't know what's going on with that. I've not had time to do anything else. So if you're in the community, then you have the ability to see that information. Otherwise, have fun with it. But yeah, there's a couple good guys right there that I just mentioned that are putting out information for that game. And I just showed you some things that I do yesterday. That's here in YouTube if you want to go back and visit that. If you weren't here yesterday live, I'm back home on the Mateo server. I thought about, I tried doing Depot Plus stuff again this morning, finishing up what I started there before, and I got some help, but I'm not understanding why the cars that I'm moving aren't showing up as ready to be delivered. I marked it as ready to be delivered, but it doesn't show up as setouts, and I don't know. So I was like, yeah, I'm not going to go do that because I'm a little confused. The OC isn't working for me. I'm in a better time zone, right? Thank you so much for the compliment. I'm glad that everybody listens to the stuff that I guess about and mark it as the truth, even though I'm totally guessing and rolling dice here and just saying what I think. I actually try not to do that. Something I don't know about, I do like to learn about it. So yeah, it's good times, good times. I mean, I've been doing Run 8 for coming up on 2 years now, so I would say I've got a decent handle on it, at least on the West Coast. I have not gone to the East Coast but one time on the High Green Run 8 server that we host, that Garrison hosts, same person who hosts this one. They made it easier by doing the symbols so that we know where stuff's going, if you know. However, that being said, it's also, you got to know the area. I spent a lot of time learning SoCal, so it's like I got to go learn another kind of area. And, you know, normally in TSX does, you know, Q127 or whatever, for example. Well, those are out, and then they did more of the UP BNSF style tags, because they put a dash in there. Now I'm doing 40. I am going to have to obey the whistle board. Notice I turn on the bell because there's a platform right there. My mouse is on the other screen, so. All right, so here, coming up in Ontario, there's a raceway going to be on our left here in a little bit. Ontario Raceway. Looks like another. I didn't see the whistle boards for that. I think I was observant. Could have went through a crossing without whistling. That could have been tragic, right? Take a look up here, and we are cleared into Gusty. So let me go into Gusty right here. We're clear up past Fontana. So Fontucky, who's coming this way? You got somebody coming through Palmdale. Somebody's barbecuing outside right now. I can smell it. It smells so good. On my depot map, I'm going to click that Gusty and answer this. So Fontana's like going to be a Got a little bit of single track. It's, no, it just goes off. It's weird. Now we're going backwards though, actually. So yeah, the map is backwards on this. I think they would have fixed it by now, but this goes home sub UP West and UP East, but I believe they go north and south. So 60 miles an hour should still be the maximum speed limit. It is. We hit 54, so I'm going to slow down here. Going downhill. Going to go into idle and see if we need to enable some dynamic brakes. So far, we're decelerating barely. You can see that right here by the speedometer, decelerate or accelerate. Cars are flexing a little bit. They're just kind of smashing each other and pushing us and pulling us and pushing us and pulling us. Now we're going over, over 40 of the alerters. So the alerter is based on your speed. The faster you go, the more often it goes off to make sure that you're paying attention sooner. If you're going like 10, the alerter goes off like once every hour. I think it goes on to it. No, I think it's based on speed 100%, not just time. If you're stopped, it never goes off. All right, so now we're below 50, or we're at 50, not below it, but we're not accelerating too much anymore, so I'm going to give it a couple notches here. So we don't lose all of our speed, because we are actually going uphill a little bit, tiny bit now. Majority of the train's still going down in the kind of into the bowl a little bit. Again, for those that came in late, if you're interested, we started in City of Industry. I heard people call it City of Industries. It's actually just called City of Industry. Singular. And that's in the Los Angeles County area, not too far from downtown LA. And as you head east out of LA towards Pomona, like where we're at, we are headed into the San Bernardino County area. We're still in LA though, I believe, unless we're already in Fontana. Yeah, you got Gusty and Ontario. Well, if we're on Ontario, we're in San Bernardino County. We're in the county that I live in now. Largest county in the world. Somebody's talking auto there. So see, he's like all, yeah, he's hitting that eggnog, it looks like, that auto is today. Really getting lippy. His first response is, yeah, proceed on signal indication. Like, really? Could you do something like, especially today, something a little nicer, like, Merry Christmas, please proceed on signal indication, instead of his normal happy hour tone. Unhappy hour in his case. See if I can get it up another notch without breaking anything. I did not calibrate the rail driver, so it feels a little stiff and not wanting to stay at the mid-range, you know, missing one or two notches as I cycle through them. So I thought I'd try to go into 6 and we're at 7, so. "40 years? Yeah, you could say it's grown a little bit in 40 years. Oh, you wouldn't. Well, it depends where you were. Ontario Airport's completely different than it was, you know, 30 years ago. I remember it was like a little outdoor airport, like one stand out there, kind of terminal. You stand behind a chain link fence and board your plane. Now it's an actual like airport. The raceway moved from Riverside. There's a mall on that raceway now. Moreno Valley Mall. Happens to have my mine and my father's information embedded in the concrete wall of JCPenney's. Yes, yeah. Ontario is pretty nice. I used to. Yeah, I moved to Moreno Valley just after it became Moreno Valley from Anaheim, and remember seeing that raceway there, and was there for a couple years before they started tearing it down. All right, what we got going up here? Okay, looks like we're good. And actually went to my last year of high school in Moreno Valley. Yeah, I poured the first concrete there at that mall. The JCPenney's is a retaining wall for the underground portion of the mall. Not underground, but the lower level one. You take, let's see, I want to take one notch. Let me go see if I can get it in 6 without breaking anything. Is this a local here? I gotta get on this screen, right screen. All the way through Riverside, we're going up here. Oh yeah, right now, it might even let us go through, but there's a train coming this way, but there's cars here. Oh, this is not, that's not the main, that's part of that local. I don't remember the number. I run that one quite a few times out of West Colton. That's the Kaiser yard though. Could have went the other way, but we're gonna go all the way around. Kaiser Sose yard right there. And we got a clear ahead. I used to fly in and out of Ontario weekly. I worked up in San Jose, Milpitas, Livermore. Actually had a recipient of a Southwest Companion Pass, which is 100 flights in 1 year in order to earn that. And then you could take a companion every single flight with you for free for the next year. But we are getting close to West Colton, and he's not going to route us into the yard there, so that's good. So we're going up under the underpass, and we should go right through the BNSF connector. At which point we'll have to probably do some restricting signals. Or ask Auto nicely. We want to go right here. We're going to come down. Always comes on when I'm looking at the map. Always. So I want to get here, but I can't select these areas because they're switches. So you want to go in here. Like I have to probably click that. Although I don't. Yeah, because I gotta get here. We'll just have to go into restricting, figure it out. All right, now we're switching over to the other side here. Speed limit's down to 50 now. We're 43, so we're still good. Just looking at the map right now to make sure. Side Cedar, we're going down to A. Crossing, yeah, it's all backwards. Looking for speed restrictions on here. This map doesn't really have it. I think this one needs to be redone. Said it's mirrored, it's backwards on the depot server. Cone is left or right or flipped around. If you know that, you can. That's like the only one that's like that. Great having the maps though. Can't imagine trying to do this without them. Whoops. You know, you move your mouse off to the side and then you can't do anything. Wanted to watch it drive by here. Can't do it too long though because we've got to pay attention. Come up here and like, hey, what's up, man? What's going on? Where'd he go? Over here somewhere. There he is. Oh, you're hiding behind the trees. You guys aren't working, are you? You're just hiding out? There's West Colton right there. We're approaching. The train going the other way. That was that 73, so he's going to Long Beach. So we only got a couple miles now to the interchange. I'll turn my lights down. Let's see if he does. He does not. I'm going to blind him with science. I was going to mention So the city of Colton here, this was around during, so the Earp's parents, Wyatt and Virgil and all them, their parents had a house in Colton, California. So Tombstone and all that, where the Earps came from here, and they traveled out looking to gamble and all that. And they came back home, you know, so their parents are there in Colton. And Virgil Earp, the elder brother of Wyatt, was actually the first police chief. It was called the marshal at the time of Colton. So he's the first police chief of Colton, Virgil Earp. Yeah, I agree. It is pretty relaxing here. All right, let's take a look. 50 is our speed limit. Dakota is talking about speeding. I want to make sure I'm not. So we'll go ahead and slow down because we do have our interchange coming up. And he has me going right through it. So that's good. And we're coming up it. We're going to go under and then around, and then we'll deal with what's on the other side. We do have a signal at the end of it, so we'll stop there and cancel our routing and then throw switches the way we need to. I think we got another mile or so to go. Get our stats up. We are going downhill, so we'll go ahead and take the gas off so we can start slowing down. Oh, you've seen Wyatt's house? Where is it at? Los Angeles? All right, so there's the way into the receiving yard right here behind me. Coming in, going the opposite way, you'll come in the receiving yard there. There's the hump for West Colton right there to my right slightly. Yeah, I don't remember where he died. I know a lot of the Earps are buried, Virgil and parents, and I think got the brother that died in Tombstone. I think he's buried in like Colton / Rialto. So this is the classification yard for West Colton. There's my approach, advanced approach. Bringing us to a nice nice stop. Slow down anyways. You see I have like weathered stuff, so you can see some of the engines there. My paint packs are weathered, which I love because that's how they look like crap. There's a tunnel motor. Fast approach CP Riverside for UP 84 southbound. It probably wasn't out, like I said, if his parents live right here in Colton, then no, then he probably was in Los Angeles. going to try to see if we can hold her at 30. 0 grade right now. Kind of unique here. There's a bunch of big circles. So if you're in the basically the outbound yard right here to my left, and you need to go the way that I just came from, you have to cut over and then you go through a big circle and to go back that way. Barstow has the same thing. Back into the receiving yard though. Are these my red lights up here? Nope. Clear. Got some cones up here though. See those signal heads right there for the turnaround. This all goes uphill now. It's an elevated, you go up high and over the BNSF crossover. That's the wrong one. I'm going to do this. We're going to go over this pass here. That's coming from the Cajon Pass up here. Be the Palmdale cutoff or the Silverwood cutoff. I live over there and I work right in there. In about 8 minutes, get to work if I hit a red light. $12 miles an hour. Come off the dynamics a little bit. I'm going to go right up here. Take this cutoff here. He's already lined us up. Get onto this side. Stop at the light so that we can get the proper switches for us. We don't have to turn auto off yet. Almost never have to. Have to think about it ahead of time. So the track speed limit, well, see, I have a reduction of 15 coming up, but I'm already at 15. And 0.1, so I mean, I'm already at speed. And I didn't even know that. I didn't even know that I was going to have to slow down. I have the approach medium, so I thought it was 30, but, well, the track speed is 30. For the next one, 15. Probably because it's the cutoff, the interchange. We're at 15 where we should be. Our journey is about 4 hours from being complete with 1 mile to go. UP Rancho, that's the street. It's an overpass, actually. Goes right over the top of it. Bolton High School's on the other side of it. We know base speed limits here. Coming down here. There. Like, it doesn't even show us. Oh, we're still here. All right, he's releasing us now as we're going to be moving along over the BNSF's dispatch. Those red lights in front of us are not for us. Those are if we want to go over the... Again, we would be elevated here. These tracks are actually here, but right to my left, there's an actual elevated 2 or 3 tracks. So it starts back there and it kind of goes gradual up over the crossing and then comes back down on the other side. That way there is no stopping at the Colton crossing like there was, 5-6 years ago. Go by every day, the BNSF tracks right there. Opportunity to take pictures when I'm driving by because there's trains stopped or going, and every time I think about it, I've already passed them. Like, I'll be driving and one will be going down the tracks heading westbound, and I go, oh, I should take a picture of it, and then the trees are in the way, and it's like, well, it's too late now. All right, so I'm on an advanced approach, not a restricting, but I'm going to be turning here, so I got to be able to stop. So we'll creep around this corner here. If I throw an emergency, I should stop pretty quick if there was an automobile or another train on the tracks in front of me. We look up here, we're going into that, coming down right here, we do have a red in front of us coming off the CP Rancho here. So I'm going to set switches for me because there's no traffic right now, and give myself a restricting. And of course, I probably just kill all my speed off. That's okay. We have a restricting, so it's got to be slow anyways. You see the light flashing up there. My light, and there's many like it, but that one is mine. All right, now we got crossing rules under 40. So there's a whistle board here. And because I'm going so slow, I don't have to obey the whistle portion of it, but I do need to activate my bell at that. And since it's a short distance here, we'll just keep the bell going because we have another crossing coming up that we're within the whistle board distance. Starting to speed up again. Which is weird because we should be going uphill here, but most of the train's coming downhill. A lot of the weight there is pushing us kind of uphill here, but Rancho Avenue. Or not, no, what is it? The Rancho? Dude, I don't remember. I know the street, I just don't know what it's called. Not Rancho. Not La Cadena either. Valley Boulevard, that's what it is. All right, now we're at speed. Change over 3 mains and then onto the spur for the BNSF Auto Yard. This is where I might need some gas as I should start heading uphill here in a minute. At 1.3. This is worse than what we came out of LA with, so I'm going to be screaming here in a minute. If you ever want to do practicing slow speed climbing and grade changes, this is a great area to do that. One more set, then we're going to take that little cut off there, that spur. As soon as I hit this, I will mark it with the countdown. Okay, start the... let me stop it there. Start it right here. Well, that's not working. There we go. Come on. It's because my mouse is not here. There we go. We got the climb to do. Climbing a mountain here. Going to San Bernardino. These people are going to be here for a while. I do not feel their pain. All right, so... Yep, so I want to turn here. I do have some... There's some locomotives in the way, but I'm going to go right through. I'm going to set them here. Wait, there we go. Truck has derailed. Is that me? All right, let's find the... That's me. I think that's me. Something derailed. I don't see it yet. I wonder if it is me. Seems like it would be. Somewhere around here, because that's where we went over the switches. I don't hear a god-awful scream of anything. It was a TTX car. ETGX. See. Those wheels are on, aren't they? I'm not hearing anything. I'll have to keep an eye out, an ear out. Or everything's on. Okay, so we're going to go through here. I'm going to need to take the main. So I'm going to capture this. Got a signal up here we might need to pass with permission. So we'll keep an eye on that as well. Okay. ECS blown. So we lost some of our train. What? Derail. Okay, let's go take a look back. We lost air pressure. Now let's fix it. So we were looking for where we derailed, but we can never find it. Now these people are really going to be pissed. Like Christmas Day, and they're like, you know, trying to get home, and now they got a train Autorack blocking their way. Meanwhile, we're sitting here comfortably in our chair going, well, I don't know. All the mechanics. Actually, we'll do our best. Put our Santa hand out and run here, and let's look for where we might be dragging or figuring it out. So there's no air here. I haven't seen any wheels on the ground. That one's good. Look, there's a truck through. That's where we derailed probably. Like, hey, sir, you caused my train to derail because you're an idiot and you went through a signal. Merry Christmas, you varmint. And of course, this cop here ain't doing nothing about it. Hey, sir, do you see that there's a big rig through one of my trains? You don't care? You're going to be here a while. Probably just eating donuts. Nope. That's still on the, not on the ground. That's on the rails. So what I'm confused about is why not like continually going, hey, 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 but look at this. So nothing in the brake pipe there. Or there shouldn't be. How did we lose air pressure, right? Where's NM? He got his derailment. He's not even here to enjoy it. Looking at all the wheels here to see where we lost it. Looks good. Good. You know, all we're doing, again, it's one of those things. It's a Run8ism, right? Let's just run down the road. Let's drop off these at San Bernardino. Take about an hour and a half or so, and we're right here. And then something stupid happens. And M probably put a bunch of pennies out in the rails and we jumped track, you know, on a switch. Like, oh, I wanted flattened pennies. I literally don't see any cars that picked yet. I mean, it's right behind the engine. That would be embarrassing. All the way up there. There it is. That's reverse. Let's go this way. Those are kind of off too, aren't they? No, not on this side. It looks like it there. Nope. Maybe it's just the one. But how did my air drop because of it? That's what I'm confused about. Okay, so I have the frogs over here on this one. And there's the airline that dropped. All right. So, connect the air hoses. We'll close that side so I can get these charged up. Actually, you know what I'll do is I'll pump air through the whole thing. Now let's do that. Okay, and then we're gonna close this one and close that one. Okay, now we gotta get ourselves out of this situation. All I did was hit F7 to get the air in, and it did. The weight took it backwards there. You know, that's the fun part when you oh, okay, there's the derailment and you fix it, and then next thing you know, you broke couplers because of it. That's what I was just wondering if that's what was going to happen to me. But apparently not yet. All right, let's go into notch 2. See if we can get so where's the one that had the... So now we got to open angle cocks to get air through. All right, so this one. Partial. Partial. That one's open. EFM's under 80. Okay. So I'm in notch 3. I've got the independent brake slightly on. Take the independent brake off all the way. You see the couplers starting to get a lot of pressure on them, but now we're moving forward. Everybody, how you doing, by the way, Bill? Happy Merry Christmas. Now, everybody who's waiting is pissed off. They're like, whoo, this thing's finally moving. Watch her. Like we got something with air up here. Couple back. I thought I had opened them already, so. Bleed off the brakes in the cab and the engines. Although that one's not bleeding off for some reason. Could be coupler though. There we go, just like that. All we had to do is re-rail this dog and back on the road. What's going on with this? MU. No comment, everything's good there. I'm gonna lose all my speed here. I forgot to set my timer. Oh no. I don't need to do that. Well, it would have been nice. Where I set it. Oh, I guess I didn't set it. Oh, my distance timer isn't going because my thing was on the other monitor. So we're 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cars. About 5 cars past where the marker is. So add about 300. When this gets down to about 300, we'll call that, it's probably going to be the end of it, of the train. Get rid of all these annoying things. We don't need to see them. What we need to do is worry about where we're doing right here. Well, anyways, there's West Colton Auto. In our server, it's I believe in the depot, it's also San Bernardino Auto, but this is right in the border. The Metrolink and the Amtrak station for San Bernardino is right around the corner. It's basically, there's lines that they cut off back there and they go around the auto store place here, and then they kind of circle and go back over there and kind of see the smokestack over there for it's a BNSF smokestack. I don't know what, burning trash or something. That's the yard. And there's a whole bunch of overpasses that trains go up for UP, by the way, so that they can go cut through BNSF and go up and over and back around where we just saw. It's pretty cool. I got to get some drone footage of it eventually when I have some time. What kind of cars are these? It's supposed to be GM here. Those are Fords, it looks like. I don't know what those are. They're not Geo Metros or... I didn't know what those look like. BMW sort of wagons. Like Vet's car. That's what he has, I think, right? You have a wagon, BMW? All right, what do we got? 5,000 feet behind us. And we'll cut the train and we'll shove back on this track here. We just captured this entire main here. Yeah, 5 Series, that's what it was. Yeah, I have a 250. Well, yeah, you pull an RV like I do. Or like I used to. I don't have that anymore. Got rid of it. I don't know if you heard where I work now. It's here in the private area of the Discord. I love it though. All right, 4,000 to go. Yeah, thank you. Been there, what, 2 months now almost? Well, no, a month and a half. Okay, so we have this switch here set for us. Both switches here are good for us. And then hopefully we don't have to restrict at the next signal, but we'll see what happens. We can always give ourselves a restriction because we own the main line anyways without having to do mainline authority. All we had to do is throw the switches so nobody can go by. You don't need to request mainline authority to go back and forth across the main line. We just threw the switches. Literally all we had to do. And we're going to go up this signal here and we'll see how much room we need. I can actually throw this back because we don't need that anymore either. And 3,000 feet or so, just a little bit underneath that to go. We'll take off the gas here, coast uphill a little bit. Go take a quick peek on the back and see how far we need. Quite a bit. About 20 or so cars. So we are going to need the restricting up here, it looks like. We'll wait till the last minute. Oh, I hate slide problems. Those are terrible. It's funny, so I went to push my slide out one time and it went thunk thunk, right? And so I was like, what the hell? So I couldn't pull it in or out. It would just whine. So I ended up going underneath, and mine has like a whole false floor thing on the bottom of the trailer. Yours probably does too, like a plastic thing that's screwed in. Pulled it off and I saw the motor was just laying on this fake bottom. Surprised it didn't fall out of the damn trailer driving down the freeway. And all it was
detector, milepost, 4,
there was like inside of a collar, it had a little bolt that fell off. So and the bolt was still in there too, like in the underside of the trailer. I was like, holy smokes. So all I did was replace that, or put it back on and tighten hell. I put some Loctite on there and that was it. I got so lucky. But yeah, I've never, like Dirtbags had a problem with his slides where it was like rubbing on the side, tore up the floor and everything. It's like, no, thank you. And then RV service, man, those guys, I don't know. I have not heard anybody praise RV service. It's just like they do the bare minimum to get you out of there. Like, you have a problem in your shower, they punch a hole in the wall and then put a piece of the wall back up, and it says, you know, with the sticker on it, it says access port. You know, they're so shady. I mean, the people who make it, mine was a Forest River. I guess they don't do much better either. But I mean, there are decent places to stay when you're traveling, but man, it's almost better to do a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so we got 10 or so. So I'm going to need to restrict on this. So let me get myself restricting there. We shall pass that signal, which means it will drop, and then we can back up. You ever set a restricting, you must pass it in order for it to go from white back to, you know, it'll go gray and then red. Otherwise, auto can't route anybody because you set it white. So make sure that you know what you're doing if you're setting restrictings. You don't need to turn off auto. You just need to go past it. You can see it right there. It's my signal. I'm on a restricting. Yeah, my old partner, he had one of the Forest River products. Maybe it was an FR or something, so it was a Class A. But yeah, he had an issue with his, and he actually he successfully did the lemon law on it. All right, so I'm going to put air on. The handbrake this, handbrake this, handbrake this, handbrake this, handbrake this. Take the EOT off. So that's pretty good there. It's going to flex probably. So anyways, I have air on. So I'll put the independent brake on. I'm going to drop my air. Then let's go disconnect. I wanted to fly to do that. So everybody's moving around here. We want to put it in the correct track. There's the right here. I push it back a little bit. Might risk pushing it back too far because Autoracks are pretty flexy. Got a bunch of tracks here, so I'll cut this one off. This will be a shorter cut here. Should be all right. So I'm going to close this train side here. I'm going to disconnect it. Blows the air out. Fine. That means the brakes will engage. Need to come back a little bit. I don't know if there's air in here. Let's see. 86, so they should be off the brakes. I'm coming back notch 2. So I can release this. There we go. Let's go ahead and pull forward a little bit. So it gives it about this much room to flex, about half this car, which is pretty okay. We can also help that by putting a couple handbrakes on the front end. I just got to pass this switch and then I can shove back in this track. And then I won't need a whole bunch. I can come back here. I got dynamic set. I'm going to enable a little bit now. Throw that switch. And then as soon as I, didn't have the dynamics off. Then I get it in the flat spot here, I'll start a timer, but it shouldn't matter anyways because I'll have to just eyeball it. Here we go. This is one of the ones we can't ride. Ride the next one though. Can't ride the orange ones. All right, so we got 4,000 feet of train on the other behind us. I'm gonna have to keep an eye on the speed because we are going downhill. I think these tracks about 2,000 feet. And so this was an interchange again from UP, from the City of Industry Yard. Over here past West Colton to the San Bernardino Auto Yard. San Bernardino Yard is just right on the other side of the bridge there. We did everything with auto and restricting signals correctly. So what do we got? About another 1,000 feet or so behind us? I'm going to fly here in a minute and see exactly what we're dealing with. Now, what I like to do, and I'll probably do it as I get closer here, to help with the slack is I'll put some, I mean, I could put a handbrake on the rear there now. It will go. That will, especially if we're going downhill. I got 2 handbrakes on the rear, which will help a little bit, but not a whole lot. It's pretty crazy too that you buy a brand new one and then you end up having a, an issue here in a couple years. Just the way they build them. Unless you buy this, the $1.2 million Class A, you just get what you get kind of thing. Terrible business. I don't even like anybody working on my home because I can do the same crappy job they do for free. All right, so we got 10 miles an hour. We got about half a dozen or so to go. I want to start putting some dynamics on. Watching our speed here as it slows down. We don't want to kill all of our speed. Also don't want to come in too hot where we got to screech the brakes. Scorch them. Seven and a half. Getting closer. I mean, we could have put one more car, maybe two on the other track, but I think we're fine. I think we got plenty of room. We have two more tracks we can fill up, plus the processing tracks, which, you know, we were going the wrong way to do that. So I'd use those switchers right there if I wanted to process these. And I'll put a third handbrake on, even a fourth one. I am happy with the location there. Just took off the dynamic brakes. Let's see where we're at on this side. I go up high. Don't want to block the switch. So that one kind of is blocking the switch. But see, we gonna grab. Just don't feel comfortable leaving that one right there, so we'll snag this one out. Let's see how much room I got in back. Yeah, it's not worth it because then I'll block that other. I mean, I got to get that perfect. So there's just, and again with the slack in Autoracks, it's just not that big of a problem. So I'm gonna go ahead and isolate this angle cock, this thing out. I'm going to let the brakes off and coast back just a little bit so I can relieve the pressure off the coupler. All right, and then we'll go ahead and pull forward. Throw a handbrake on here. Two handbrakes just like we did in the last cut. Yeah, if you can't get the slide to budge at all and use that hand tool, you know, that's, you know, you're in big trouble then. Especially if the motor's seized up. Weird, the distance counter is counting down still, even though I'm going the other way. All right, so I'm going to be pulling back up to this light. Let's keep an eye on it that we don't pass it. Got to get up past this switch point up here and leave those the way they are. And that one's set for us. That one's good. We just need this one here. I think we're good on the, pretty sure we're good on the signal. We're not going to cross it. Yeah, we're not going to cross it. Car and a half, 2 cars to go. So 7 miles an hour, slow her down just a little bit here. At 5, but I'm going uphill, so the car to go. I don't want to lose all my speed. Going to notch 1. Half a car to go. All right, and then we can throw that switch. Throw a handbrake on here. Fall back. Also throw a second handbrake on. We did not come close to that signal like I thought. We'll grab this side here and let's come on back. Yeah, it is. Taking 3 months to fix a motor is kind of ridiculous. I'll start a countdown timer here as soon as I pass this switch here to see how much room we have. I think I'm going to take this track where the switcher is, which is absolutely fine. Won't be much of it there. Once I get into the straight part of that, even with these guys, I'll throw that. A little bit longer. 3, 2, 1. Now, so 2,200 feet. We'll be able to throw that switch here in a minute. I missed it. Try to hop on. There we go. We're going to have like 4 cars in there, a track or something. It won't be many. Be surprised if it all fits on here, but I don't think so. I think we got probably 600 feet left. All right, let me start slowing down. I'm speeding my butt off here. Used some pretty good dynamics there. Got us down to 6. All right, so this has a handbrake, and that one has a handbrake. So now that the locomotive is in, actually, the whole thing looks like it'll fit. Incredible. Okay, well, we're in. Couple more cars to go. Let's see where the engine's at. We're going to cut those off anyways, but may not need to. Nope. I think we're going to be good right there. A little bit more to go to clear the switch. Bring her to a nice, simple stop back here. Now, San Bernardino has some Autoracks to process. All right, we have a handbrake on the rear, so let me set a handbrake on all of my power units. Handbrake, handbrake, handbrake. Start powering down. Now we made it. Made it one piece within our time budget. Exactly 2 hours. Well, yeah, 2 hours from the time that I went live. So there we go. That's going to be it. That's Christmas simulator Christmas, I guess. So again, Merry Christmas to everybody, and I hope you have a good one and enjoy the rest of the week. We'll see you next year. Well, no, actually, it'll be this year. Next Sunday will be New Year's Eve. So it'll still be 2023. So if anybody's around and not drunk, I'll be right here. Again, I got to look at the game times, whatever time that the games start. But hope you guys have a great week. And I'll be back on Wednesday most likely. Not sure yet, but I'll be on Twitch and back here next Sunday, New Year's Eve, for some Simulator Sunday instead of Simulator Christmas. You guys have a good one. Thanks for showing up and hanging out with me. See you guys in the next video. Have a good one, or the next live show, I should say. Not video, but it does turn into a video. See you guys soon. Merry Christmas.